Lau, and I'm loving the trunks Isaac has on. Let's go to Jim Fitzgerald with the official presentation.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Now in the cage, three-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Chris Lieben. And now, introducing to you first, on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing white trunks. He is training out of Team Dream, Long Beach, California. He weighed in 143.5 pounds. His record, no wins with 3 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Noah, the breadwinner, Davis. His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing blue trunks. He is training out of Underground Training Facility in Goleta by way of Sacramento. He weighed in 139.9 pounds. Tonight, he is making his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Isaac Lau. All right, fans, here we go. 3 rounds in the featherweight division.
So Pablo, now that I'm seeing both guys' shorts, you can tell that Lau has in Muay Thai shorts, which is traditional garment for Muay Thai kickboxing. You can see his opponent, Noah Davis, switched his shorts, but they must have been inside out with the protective cup thing on the inside. But all he's wearing is the protective compression shorts. He does not necessarily have fight shorts on, which surprises me. I've never actually seen somebody come out to just fight in their compression shorts.
And the fight is underway. Davis in the white trunks, taking on Lau with the blue trunks, and it's Lau with the first attempt of the soft little check kick. You mentioned the Muay Thai, and we know that Lau is going to want to use some kicks here.
Yeah,
nice
I definitely
to the
imagine that's the case. We've seen him throw several kicks and knees thus far. I don't believe knees are allowed. Knees or elbows are allowed to the head.
Oh,
ooh, nice
knee by Lau.
Lau needs to get his back off the cage, though. This is not a good spot for him to be. What he needs to do is start shimmying his hips to one side or the other. Ideally, the side that's not underhooked. Ooh,
he's got some really good, fast, sharp, hard-striking knees. Noah Davis now using his power, trying to use that height advantage, trying to pressure Lau and get him down on the ground.
Yeah, I'd like to see him use better head control positioning here because he might be able to get Lau down. Lau does not want to keep his back flat on the cage. You can even see he's dropping down just a little, and Noah gets the takedown.
Noah, pedigree in wrestling, also a boxer. He has a top position. I like how 18-year-old Isaac Lau still remaining calm here.
Yeah, incredibly calm. I'm actually impressed. We just saw Noah turn and rotate them towards the middle of the cage, which my preference, I prefer to turn the other way and put the guy's head against the cage so it's easier to ground and pound. But the difference is it's easier for the guy to get up there. You take a guy to the middle of the ring, and now he has no wall to help him get up. It's significantly easier, in my opinion, to hold the guy down in the middle of the cage.
They call Noah the breadwinner Davis, and he wants to win that bread here, and he will be able to do that if he can contain this position throughout the fight. He does not want to get into a kicking match with Lau, and he definitely ate a lot of knees, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from Davis.
Yeah, he definitely does. See, this is where I like to have a guy. You see how he's going to jam his head down against the cage and now start trying to land some ground and pound.
And
we saw him keeping his posture down. He's got a posture up to create space to start throwing some shots.
And he's got confidence.
Like
he says, you like this? And he's talking to us while he throws those punches. And the fight is over. Isaac Lau wanted to continue. I liked the decision by the referees, an amateur fight.
I don't know if did he waive that? I don't think he waived that.
Did he waive that?
I don't think he waived, no, because the commission, I'm not sure this fight's over. I'm not entirely sure.
Did the bell ring?
Did the bell ring? It looks like it because corners are in.
Well, then Isaac Lau saved by the bell, literally. Now, did that punch come in time? It looks like it did. We thought the fight was over. Our apologies. It was just that the round was over. 3 2-minute rounds, and I want to see how Isaac rebounds from this. In his face, he thought the fight was over.
I thought the fight was over. We were so enthralled in the action. That's why we have a referee in there who's able to hear that bell. We were so worried about what was going on. We missed it. But ending that first round on top in a dominant position, especially after those last couple of punches that Noah Davis landed, he has got to be feeling good and like he knows what he needs to do in the next 2 rounds.
Like we mentioned, Noah Davis, his first 3 fights, they gave him 3 really tough opponents, 3 opponents that should have almost already been pro. So now Noah Davis trying to get his first win. Round number 2, Davis in the white trunks, Lau in the blue with the dragon trunks.
Oh,
nice
immediately
kick by
comes
Lau.
out, gets in his face, and starts trying to throw some kicks. I'd like to see him take those kicks lower and really start putting some mustard on him. That low kick is there, and if he chops into Noah's legs, leg kicks are extremely damaging, far more than they appear to be.
I like the punches by Davis. Shows he's got the boxing. Now looking for another takedown. Nice brawl.
Yeah, the
defense
athleticism
by
he got that shot from far away, but he wasn't far enough or close enough to control those hips. But if he gets the takedown here against the cage, this is where we saw round one end, which was a great position. He ought to hook that left leg in like he's doing now and trip just like that.
Ooh.
Now, if he can rotate Lau and put his head against the cage, he can start posturing up and landing some more of that ground and pound that he closed out the first round with.
This fight is at 145 pounds, but on fight day, Noah Davis looks a lot bigger than Isaac Lau.
He does, and having a guy on top of you that is significant, maybe not significantly, but that is bigger than you, definitely makes it a lot harder because size is a massive advantage when it comes to grappling.
Lau trying to get off his feet, but Noah Davis doing a great job using his size, his power, and he nearly ended the fight in round one with punches from the same position. Now he's got 35 seconds. Let's see if he goes for it again.
So one thing to note here is they are right next to the coaches of Lau, which means his coaches are right there to tell him what he needs to be doing in order to escape this position or defend himself. Noah Davis doing the right thing by trapping his head against the cage. This is where the guy's head gets trapped and he can't move his head, making the damaging ground and pound that much more efficient and effective.
I also love that Noah Davis is using his head as a weapon. He's constantly pushing down on Isaac's head, on his chest, on his chin, on his nose. That's another weapon to use. And round number two is over. Well done by Noah Davis. I have it 2 rounds to none. What can Isaac do?
I would tell Isaac to start utilizing his hands, straight attacks, and looking for that takedown.
See the replays again. The best Isaac had was in round one using his knees. There he had a nice kick, and Noah Davis misses. And then what we see, Noah Davis gets that position, and there's nothing Isaac can do.
Yeah, particularly because he uses the cage here. You can see him jam him up against the cage, and that's where some of the best ground and pound shots Noah Davis has landed thus far. Rounds 1 and 2, the story was Noah Davis getting the takedown, getting on top, and landing some shots. We're going to have to see something significantly different out of Lau in this third round if he wants to go home with a W. And in my opinion, the only way he goes home with a W is by turning Noah Davis's lights out.
Round 3 of this amateur fight. Noah Davis dominating the first 2. Lau had a couple nice knees in round 1, very little in the second.
Yeah, he had beautiful knees in that first round. I'd like to see him try and utilize those knees. They're fantastic defense for the takedown, but at the amateur level, you can't throw knees to a guy's head.
2 minutes left in this one. Isaac's gonna need to show a little bit more pressure if he wants to walk away with a win in his first ever amateur fight.
You know, I think he's doing the right thing by holding his ground and backing up, because if he moves forward, it'll be significantly easier for Davis to take him down. And we've seen twice now that he's unable to get back up once he's been taken down.
Ooh, nice little jab by Davis, catching him right on the nose.
Lau's looking a little bit gun-shy. If he wants to win this fight, he needs to start unloading on his opponent. He only has 90 more seconds to work, and he is, right now, in my opinion, losing this fight.
Noah Davis again, for his first 3 amateur fights, losses. But I like what I see from the young man. He has power, he has wrestling. See if he can finish Lau off. And another takedown. And once again, just looks like the much bigger fighter, Blake.
Yeah, this time, the big difference, he's past the guard. Ooh, we were seeing okay, Lau was able to recover half guard. But still, this is a more dominant position than guard. And you can land much better strikes from this range. But keep in mind, the elbow, in my opinion, is the left elbow is Noah Davis's most effective weapon from this position. Unfortunately, at the amateur level, you can't use the elbow from this position.
Davis continuing to control this fight. Final 30 seconds. Nice little right punch to the body of Lau.
So I'd expect Davis to try and posture up. There's 20 seconds left. Posture up and start trying to just land a barrage of attacks. Because even if a scramble occurs and his opponent gets up, you probably still won the fight. So start landing some damage and do what you can in these last 15 seconds.
Oh, more shots to the body. trying to just rack up those points, leave no doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to damage his opponent. Man, this is what I meant by end with a barrage of attacks.
And that's the end of the fight. Noah Davis took control. Isaac Lau, it was just your first amateur fight. But Noah Davis put on a dominating show. We thought he finished it in the first round, controlled round 2, and a clean, perfect round 3 for Noah Davis.
Yeah, that's a great night for Noah Davis. Barely took any damage. His body might be a little sore from those knees in the first round because he did eat some tough knees against the cage. But fantastic game plan by his coaches to come in, get the takedown, and utilize some top pressure.
Break down the replays, bulletproof truth.
So here's one of the punches that really rocked the takedown in the third round. And controlling from the top. This was the story of the fight and the game plan looking like for Noah Davis. Get in, close the distance, put him on his back, and then unload from the top position. And we saw him end all 3 rounds on top. And rounds 1 and 3, had there been 30 more seconds, you might have seen the fight end.
The fight started about a minute late because Noah Davis had his cup on the wrong way, had to go take the shorts off. That could have thrown some people off. It maybe helped. It maybe helped because I think it refocused Noah Davis, and he picks up his first win in dominant fashion.
You know, I agree 100% because having your game or your head in the game is one of the most important things. And when he went to the back to go change his shorts, so when he went in the back to change his shorts, it's definitely something that could distract you from what your goal is. Your goal is to get in there and win.
Let's go to Jim Fitzgerald with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges cage side scored the bout 30-27 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, the blue corner, Noah Davis.
Look at the emotion by Noah Davis. He dominated.